What's up guys, how are you guys doing? In this video I wanted to show you guys a very strong HeideM build, and I'll be showing you guys how it works inside the Spiral Tower of Scream. Okay, so we're gonna talk about the build and we're gonna talk about how strong this build is. Okay, this build I end up getting, like, I got two builds I want to show you guys. So the first build is this right here. This thing is so strong, guys. Okay, this right here, she pretty much just every time she draws this card right here, she generates a bunch of the Effulgent Blaze, and yeah, she could link them together and do a massive nuke damage. Okay, that's the one build I'm going with. And for engraving, I end up getting a bunch of haste damage increased engraving right here, as you can see, right? So I got three right here, increased damage amount of haste cards of this unit by 25, and we got another one right here, right? Increased damage amount of haste cards of this unit by 25, and we have another one right here. The reason I went with that kind of build is because of this card right here. So the Thread of Light, the linked haste version, that does 336% damage if 3 or more linked cards are in hand, triple the damage. Okay, so this is the one haste card I went with to do a big, like, nuke damage. So all this haste damage increases, they're gonna be increase the damage of this card, so it's gonna be very good. Plus her Effulgent Blade. So yeah, this build is absolutely broken. Okay, and for the Effulgent expansion card, I went with this right here. What that lets me create 2 Effulgent Blades and then plus 70% damage amount to Effulgent Blade for 1 turn, right? So just to boost the Effulgent Blade I create using this card right here. Okay, so this is the first build I want to talk to you guys about. I also went with the Faceless Woman like painting card right here. This is really good, by far one of the best one you guys can use on her, because when a linked card is used, draw one, right? Every turn you could do one draw every time, right? You use a linked card. So this is the build right here. And for the engraving right here, for the persona card, I got the unique retain effect, and I would draw 1, and when an attack card is drawn, 2 more for 1 turn, and it says gain 1 blessing of light for each last engraving, right? This blessing of light gives to me about like 20% damage to increase to my damage, shield and heal. She doesn't shield or heal, but she does do damage, so this is pretty decent. And then I went with the increased damage amount of attack card of this unit by 30% engraving on it. Okay, and for when it comes to the Lux engraving, I have 1 and I got 4 right here. Okay, so I got 4 Lux engraving right here, so this should give me about like 4 blessing of lights right here. So very, very good right there. Okay, so that's the first build I want to talk to you guys about. So I'll be showcasing both the builds, and we're gonna see which one's the better one. Okay, and the second build is this right here. Okay, I think I like this build a little better because this one pretty much just fills your hand with a bunch of Effulgent Blade. Okay, and you guys know, right, the hand limit is a problem in this game, and when you have a bunch of these Effulgent Blades on hand, it's hard to draw the other combatants cards and stuff like that. So yeah, there's definitely a bunch of space issue with this build right here, but this build I like it a little better because what I have is I have the same thing right here, but I duplicated this twice, and I went with 3 dupes of this thing right here. Okay, so the first one is the create Effulgent Blade for each linked card in hand. This is very good right here, and then I end up duplicating these 2 right here with the Divine Epiphany. So what I do is I will create the card is a linked Coitus and Initiation, right? The reason I got, so it does have the initiation because of Divine Epiphany right here. Okay, because it says apply initiation to this card, which is pretty good, but you definitely don't want that. Ideally, for one thing I could do to fix this build is probably getting this Epiphany right here. Okay, getting one of this copy right here. Okay, so this Divine Epiphany right here, the upgrade version, is going to be very, very effective in this build specifically, and that's I'm probably going to use like the save data editing material in order to get one of these guys. Okay, because these guys are really, really good with this build especially, right? So as you can see, right, this build I have 2 of these, right, to the same one, so I'll probably change one of them into the upgrade version, so that way we're gonna be chilling, right? But yeah, so these 2, they gonna be helping me create like more Effulgent Blades plus the 70% damage amount to Effulgent Blades for 1 turn, right? Very, very good right there. And then this one is, there's no Epiphany on that, but for the engraving right here, I have the one that says draw 1, and when an attack card is drawn, 2 more for 1 turn, and increase damage amount of attack card of this unit by 30% for 1 turn, which is pretty decent. And then for the gear, I went with a Senectus like a gear right here, but with the engraving it says when 2 cards are discarded through an ability by allies, draw 1 Coitus card, which is a very simple engraving right there. And then we have this one right here, when 7 or more cards are in graveyard, increase damage amount of attack card of this unit, right? So yeah, just buffing her damage. So we're gonna test both of them, and I'll show you guys which one is strong, right? I think personally both are like on the same level when it comes to like doing damage and stuff like that. But yeah, let me know which one you guys think is the strongest build. I think by far the best build is probably gonna be this one right here. this right here, right? This is really good right here. This one is also one of the best one you guys can do with her, but the problem with this is it will create so many like effulgent blade on your hand, and it's gonna be hard to kind of like, you know, draw other cards and stuff like that. So yeah, this is very strong as well, but I think this is probably the best build you guys can do for her. Okay, specifically with the one upgrade right here. Okay, one upgrade version for this card right here. Okay, so let's go to Spiral Tower and let me show you guys how each of them work. Okay, so I haven't done a lot of Spiral Tower. I was pushing and I'm at like 86 right now, so let's go in and let's see how strong she's gonna be right here. So the team I'm going to use is Nia's by far one of her best partner you guys can use with her, and I was gonna use Mika here, but I think Tifera is a little better just because I have this beautiful build on Tifera right here. Okay, that lets me get a bunch of AP right here, okay, with the 4 dupes. So that's why I'm like kind of using Tifera here. And then we have Nia here. Nia, the one thing you guys want to keep in mind is when if you want to use Nia with HeideM, this is the epiphany you guys want on Adagio right here. Adagio is probably the only card you guys gonna need on Nia, and her like Nia curiosity card right here. Okay, the reason Nia is really good with her is because she could help her discard all of her cards and, you know, I'm saying, triggers them, right? Because HeideM, she got a bunch of quitters, so when they get discarded by Nia, she's able to create you know what I'm saying, activate them, right? So very good right here. So this is what you guys want on her with Adagio Epiphany, that lets you create even more Adagio right here. Okay, and then for the Soul Reef card is very good because say when a card is discarded, 1 disable and 2 elasticity, right? This is one of the best one you guys can do. And of course disable what it does on shuffle, 50% extra attack by allies to random enemies, and on activation remove disable, right? And it will also heal 50% for each disable and 50% damage amount to extra attacks, max 5 stacks, right? For each disable. So this is very good right here for the upgrade right here. I went with this one. I decided to keep this one because it helps me activate more of HeideM card, but you guys can't take the G code out. Okay, and just stick with this right here. Okay, but that's the build, and let's go in and let's see how this works. Okay, so yeah, very strong. Okay, so the first build I want to show you guys is the second build I showed you, and I'll show you guys the other build. Okay, so let's see how this works. See, when it started, see, look at the amount of cards we create, right? Since these things got initiation, they come to your hand right away, and then we're gonna just do this right here and get a little bit more AP right here. Just so, and I'm actually gonna use Tifera's cards right here, and let's do this. So boom, all right, discard everything and she activates them, and then yeah, she's just going to do her thing. HeideM probably got the highest damaging capability inside the game. Okay, just solo DPS wise, she got the highest damage capability. Okay, her cards hit really freaking hard, guys. Okay, definitely one of the best character in the game. Okay, I like using her solo as well, right? And you can do other thing, right? So pretty much every turn we are getting so many cards. Okay, right here. See, she does a follow-up as well, right, at the end of the turn as well. And then you have this one right here. This card, pretty much every time you discard a card, pretty much this damage on this thing gonna increase right here. Then this is your biggest nuking card right here. Okay, so let's do this. We're gonna get more AP right here, so we could activate the Soul Reef card right here. All right, so I want to use this upgrade right here, and then we're gonna use Nia's Curiosity right here, and I'll see if I could, yeah, so right here, link with us right here, so we're gonna pull that up, and it's linked. See, we draw this, and then we'll create 2 more of Effulgent Blades right here, okay, which is freaking amazing, right? And then we're gonna power up right here, right, just to get Effulgent. Look at this, right? And then this one, right, since we have a bunch of cards, it will create more Effulgent Blades on us, okay, for us, which is amazing right here. And then what we're gonna do is, now I'm gonna use, damn, I want to show you guys how much damage this thing does if I discard all this, but these guys, they're gonna die right away, so unfortunately I can't show you guys, but let's just do this. That's fine. So let's do this. Thing does have retain, so the damage should stick around. So let's see, look at this. All right, she just spams damage, right? Absolutely broken character right here, man. Jesus, she's so OP, man. And then we're gonna do this right here, and then I think I'm gonna use Nyx right here just to pull something else instead, because what we have right now is not that good. So okay, so we got this one right here. That's fine. Let's do this. So we're gonna activate this right here, right? Creation and Destruction card, and then this one lets me draw 2. I'm actually gonna activate. Let me see the draw pile, what it's looking like. Okay, so we can get a bunch of Nia's cards as well. Okay, that's fine. Let's draw this. And everything gonna activate. Okay, so we could activate the upgrade card right here, and then we could activate this right here, right? just in case, just to waste it, right? So we don't have to like do other things. And then we're gonna do this. And then when we discard, she does extra attack with because of Nia. And I think that's pretty much what we can do right here. Yeah, I have 0 cards to draw right here. Now let's see. Actually, no, I have a lot more to draw. Actually, hold up. I'm gonna discard this as well. And we're gonna see she's creating more adagios whenever she will do this. Okay. Okay, we got a trade of light skill. See, it's a quite card, so we could do this and then activate it, right? And then let's do, okay, so see, this is another quick card we could do right here, right? So discard 1 random quick card from this draw pile, very good. And then we're gonna do this again, right? And that's pretty much everything we could do for now. And we're gonna end the turn, okay? So we're gonna end the turn. And she's gonna create more, so yeah, pretty much. So every time you guys can generate a bunch of effulgent blades, okay, with this build right here, okay. And I think what I am wanna do here is, so this one says discard all cards from the draw pile. I'm not gonna do that yet. I'm gonna see if we could do something here. I think if once I have a lot of like effulgent blades in here, I am gonna use Nia's card to activate it, okay. But let's do this. This should kill this thing, so pretty easily. Bam, 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 right? So very easy, right? And yeah, they're dead. Easy. Okay, so now we're gonna fight the main boss right here. So this is the first build, right? Let me know what you guys think about the first build so far, okay? I think it's really strong. And then we're gonna do more AP, I guess, right? To generate a bunch of AP here. And I think, see now, since, okay, so linked card, so I'm not gonna discard it. It's not gonna activate otherwise. I'm actually gonna get rid of this right here for now. That's fine. And then we're gonna create a effulgent blade for all linked cards, right? And then we can generate even more. You see what I'm saying? It's so broken, guys. This build is really strong, right? So if you want to cycle through like cards and stuff like that, yeah, this is pretty much the build, right? Yeah, this thing is dead pretty much. Let me see if the drop out what we got here. Okay, we don't have a lot of things in there. What I could do is probably, actually I'm just gonna activate the cards right here. It's fine, and it should just kill her, right? You see that amount of damage she's just doing right here. Okay, and then we're gonna do draw 1 right here. And okay, I am gonna deactivate. I'm actually just gonna this thing got retrieved, so I'm just gonna discard it for now. Okay, let's end it. Right, the enemy is stunned, and she did, yeah. Easy, right? And then we got the last boss right here. Okay, we're gonna do this right here. And then we have the G chord, which is nice. So what we could do is we can use the G chord, and we're gonna be clicking on one of her cards if we could get it. Oh damn it! Okay, it's not there. So we're gonna use the Nia's card, and then we're gonna discard this thing to trigger it, right? And then we're gonna do more Nia's cards right here, right? I'm gonna discard this card right here, the form convergence. I don't really like that card per se. So how many quotes card we have in here, right? So quotes card we have 1 right here, we got 2 right there, we got 3 right here, we got 4 right there, right? I think, okay, so we got 4 quotes cards we could actually activate. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna do this, right? Get more healing right here, right? I mean AP, right? And then this also lets me get even more AP, right? Look at this, bro, 3 AP. That's crazy. So this is max rank right here. So this should be 9 AP right here. So boom. All right, so now we're gonna use Nia's card. Okay, this should activate most of the cards right here. So it should activate this one right here, it should activate this right here as well, and it should also activate this card right here, right? It is also gonna activate this right here, right, with the Nia ultimate. So very good, all right, because they all have like quotas on them. So let's activate them. Yeah, Nia is so OP with her. Okay, look at this. All right, so yeah, it will see it's activating everything, right? Because she discarded them, right? Look at this. Create more cards. Look at this. It's so broken, guys. Okay, look at this. She's creating more, right? She keeps going, guys. Okay, she keeps going. Okay, and then what we're gonna do is I am gonna activate the form convergent right here. Oh wow, look at it. It pulls everything right here, right? And then when we discard, she's also getting extra attacks. And then I am gonna use, look at this, bro. We got 9 AP, bro. This is so OP, bro. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, so this, we're just gonna spam this right here. All right, Yeah, since that one dummy she's doing, right? Like she's OP, man. And then what we could do is we could discard this. It does a retrieve, so we're gonna do Nia Curiosity again, right? And then we're gonna do that's a linked card, so which I'm gonna pull it out. It's fine. Yeah, create Fulgent Blade for all the linked cards, right? Interesting. So we're gonna do more right here, and I am gonna discard Nia's card herself. Okay, so linked. So what we could do here is I am actually gonna link these two together, and we're gonna use them, okay, with her partner right here. Okay, so and now we're gonna use, look at how much damage this thing does, right? So we're just gonna do this, and she's just gonna do her thing, right? See, if that crited, that would have been a lot of damage right there, okay? And we're gonna end the turn, right? So that's pretty much how you use it, right? With this build, right? Very, very fun build right there. Okay. Oh, unfortunately, we didn't get anything here, actually. Never mind. Okay, so we have the graveyard. As you can see, we have so many cards on the graveyard. Look at this, man. Insane. Okay, so let's do this right here. I'm actually gonna do this. We're gonna draw right here. We're gonna discard this because it's a basic card. Let's go up to 2 cards for the discard. Okay. Yeah, we're taking a lot of beating right now. Okay, we're not going to use that, so we're going to do this right here. And we're going to keep generating more cards, hopefully. I'm going to use this, it's fine. So as you can see, everything from the graveyard came back, but we don't have any way to pull it out. So that's one problem we might be running into, right? Okay, so we have the G chord, nice. So I could do this and probably like draw this card one right here. Okay, since this is a personal card, so we're gonna do this. See, and then yeah, my girl moves and then she pulls the cards out, right? Very, very nice right here. Okay, and then we're gonna discard more cards right here. I'm just gonna discard that because I don't need it at the moment. See, now we can do this right here, right? And it's pretty much GG's, right? So look at this, right? Generate more cards, and it's GG's. Yeah, you could pretty much easily cycle through her decks with that build, okay? So yeah, and then this thing is pretty much dead. Alright, so yeah, GG's. Okay, so that's the first build, right? It took a lot longer than I expected, but that is the first build you guys can do with her, okay? So yeah, and then now we're gonna do the second build and we're gonna see which one's the best, okay? So we're gonna go 86 up to the 90 floor, and then so the first build was this right here, right? Very, very good build. And then now we're gonna try this one right here. By the way, this gear right here for HeideM is very, very strong right here. What does it? 8 times 3 cards are like 8 times 3 cards are discarded through a liability, randomly inflict one of either vulnerable or mark on a random enemy, right? Which is really good, right? Of course, vulnerable increases your damage, and mark pretty much does when an attack card is used 100% extra attack, right? Which is really good, right? So yeah, this is one of the basic gear you guys can use on HeideM, and this is also a really good one right here. Okay, on extra attack, increase critical chance by 2% up to 5 times, right, per turn, which is really good. So we're gonna try this build and we're gonna see which one's the best. Okay, so let's go in. I think this build is a lot easier to get like a bunch of blades on because of how it works. Okay, so we got the Trade of Lights right here. I'm gonna draw one right here, and then we're gonna discard. I'm gonna discard this. I don't need this that much. Let's keep drawing even more cards right here. I'm gonna discard this one because it doesn't matter, right? Look at this, right? Since it discarded this card, it created even more cards for me, which is nice. So this one got haste right here. So this is pretty much a build, right? It's buffing this card specifically, right? And then we're gonna do more AP right here, right? Just to make sure. Okay, I'm gonna do this, and I am gonna use this card right here because it's actually a really good one. And then we're gonna use this card as well. And then what we could do here is I am gonna, since these guys are like linked cards, I am actually just gonna use this right here, the haste card right here. Okay, so we're gonna do this, discard them, okay, and then just do damage right here. Okay, very easy, right? See, I think this one's a lot faster when it comes to like killing the enemies right here. So okay, so we didn't get anything here so far, so we're just gonna keep getting this right here, right? We can draw one right here, so we just see if we could draw one of her cards. We didn't get anything, unfortunately. Discard up to, I'm actually gonna use the Faceless painting card right here, and we're gonna do bam, right? Okay, and then we're gonna discard up to 2 cards right here. So we're gonna discard these 2 right here, just in case, right? And then we have this right here. So this one, I am gonna kill So this thing's about to attack me, so I'm gonna kill this thing so it doesn't do like a bunch of damage to me. Right. See, without even not a lot of stack, she's doing that much, right? Pretty good. Very, very good character. See, look at we create more cards right here because we draw the sword rain card right here, right? And when you draw it, since it does have attunement, it activates everything at once, right? So very, very good right here. Let's see if we could draw something here. And I am actually going to discard this because it does have a quitus, and we can activate even more swords right here, right? Look at this, right? Very, very good. And then we're gonna do this. I'm just gonna do AP again, right? That's fine. I'm generating way more AP than needed, but it's fine. You know what I'm saying? Just to do a showcase, right? It's fine. Just to get rid of those cards, we could use anything right now. That's fine, right? And then we can do this right here, and then we have this one. What does it? We draw 2 attack cards of this unit and apply link to all attack cards in hand, right? Very good right here. So you ideally want to use that when you have a bunch of attack cards, okay? So sword rain, we draw it, it creates more, right? Very good. So this is a build pretty much, right? So we could discard 1 card right here. So I'm actually just gonna not do anything here for now, and then we're gonna draw 2 attack cards right here, so we can link them together and do a bunch of damage, right? Look at this. You guys see the amount of things we're generating right here, right? Like absolutely amazing build right here, okay? So there's the build you guys can do where you create Effulgent Blaze inside the discard pile. That's also really strong as well, but I am not a fan of that build per se. I like this one just because I could generate like any card I want whenever I need it, right? But you guys can definitely do that build as well, right? If you guys want, okay? And then we're gonna use Nia again right here. We're gonna do draw 1 right here. Okay, we're gonna discard this because that's a basic card which we do not need. So we're gonna do more AP right here. That's fine. I could also just give her like a damage increase on here, but it's fine. So this Quatis card, so I don't want to discard that per se. I'll be honest with you, so that's fine. Let's discard it. It will activate either way, right? And then we're gonna do the G chord, and the G chord lets me activate this card right here, right? And it will create more swords right here for me. Beautiful. And then we're just gonna spam, right? Yeah, she's very flexible. I mean, you guys can do so many builds there, okay? And then more AP right here is fine. If I use a form convergent, let's see what we can get here right here. Look at this 1 AP. Yeah, this Tefera with the AP is so broken, man. Okay. Anyways, let's keep going. Okay. Okay, so we didn't get anything here, so let's see what we got here. So 80% damage amount to each for each 20 card discarded this battle, right? So we do have max stack on this thing, by the way, which is really good because as you can see, right, we have discarded so many cards right now. So yeah, let's see how much damage her ultimate does right here. So we can get rid of the the side people right here. So boom, look, can you crit? She didn't crit. It's fine, it's fine. Let's keep going. Okay, I am gonna use more AP right here, and then we're gonna use a Soul Reef card, right? This also gives me a 2 draw because I'm creating a bunch of like, what I'm saying, the archetype cards. So okay, actually that's not interesting. So we're gonna draw more right here. Let's see what we could pull right here. Okay, so we did get this. That's nice. Okay, so I'm actually gonna use this just to kill the enemy right here. Boom. Okay, GG's, right? Oh, these things carry over. Interesting. Okay. All right, that's fine. Okay, we have sword rain right here, right? And we'll create more cards for me, and we're gonna do activate Nia's card. Okay, yeah, my hand is full, man. Crazy. Okay, so let's do this. We're gonna draw 1, and we're gonna discard this card right here. Okay, so let's come on, can I discard, bro? Okay, we're gonna discard these cards right here. We do not need them. We do not need those cards right here. Okay, we're gonna discard this one. And we're gonna discard even more of these cards, right? The debuff cards, they are annoying. Okay, get out of my face, bro. Thank you. Alright. So we are fighting this guy right here for the final boss. So I think I'm just gonna do a damage increase here for now. Just to see the amount of damage she could do here. So we're gonna do even more damage increase for her. And then we're gonna do the card right here. We're gonna discard this, right? We don't need them. And then we have discard up to 2 right here. So let's do 3 more cards right here. Very nice. I'm going to discard the personal card because I do not need it at the moment. So let's see what we got here. So for the draw pile, we have how many quotas? So we have okay, we do have a couple quotas cards on here, right? So we have 1 here and 2. Okay, we have 2 quest cards, but I don't think I need it at the moment, so we're just gonna activate these guys right here, right? Just to get rid of the cards. Boom, boom, boom. Right, just keep going. Right. Very nice. And then she killed everyone as well. Very nice. Okay. Yeah, Nia's by far one of her best friends, man. You guys can't use with her, okay? Very, very strong with the Nia. We're gonna do that, and we're gonna draw more. Hopefully we could draw more higher money cards right here. We didn't, unfortunately. Okay, it's fine. I think what I could do here is I could probably do the quickest, the ultimate, Nia's ultimate. So we got 2 right here. Okay, it's fine. We can wait next turn. It's fine. He's not gonna do much to us, right? Okay, so we might to draw one of these guys. Very nice. Draw attack card is what I'm gonna do is I am gonna do a little bit more AP right here, right? Just to get enough AP to use most of the cards right here. We're gonna check everything, and then we're gonna. Okay, beautiful. We got this. I like it. So we got the G card as well. All right, we can draw even more cards here. Yep, Trade of Light. Beautiful right here, man. Beautiful. Okay, and then we have. I'm actually gonna do. Create 2 or Refulgent. Okay, let's do this one right here. Okay, it will activate everything as well, so we should be good. And then we're gonna draw more cards with the other card right here. So once you finish doing that, okay, okay, very good. Okay, so you're doing good damage, son. Okay, so we're gonna do increase damage amount of the first hit of the next attack card by 8%. I'm actually gonna use this, right, just to buff the release card right here. So we're gonna do the damage increase on it. Okay, and then we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna do the Tifera card right here. Actually, no, I don't want to use Tifera card right here. Actually, no, because I want to buff. Oh, I can't. Okay, I can't back out. Okay, never mind. That's fine. We're gonna do this right here, and then kill the boss right here. Right? Can you crit? Okay, so she's critting 21,000 damage right here, and yeah, that's how you guys use HeideM, man. So let me know what you guys think about HeideM and these 2 builds right here. I think I like both of them really well, but I think I like this one a little better, guys, just a little better. Okay, so I like this build right here. Okay, by far this is probably one of the best builds you guys can do there. Okay, I like this one a little better, especially if once I get the upgrade version on this, we should be good, right? This build, you'll be able to generate a bunch of this Effulgent Blades every turn, okay, with the upgrade right here. Okay, this one is also very nice, right? Simpler deck, but it's nice, right? This is probably one of the basic deck you guys can make with her. But the other build you guys can do with HeideM is probably let me show you guys. So this right here, okay, this one right here is also really good, right? Because it will create 60 Effulgent Blade in discard pile, right? I think if you have her E6, she could create up to 10 cards right here, which is massive. And yeah, pretty much, yeah, you could create these guys in the discard pile and you could activate them, right? Very, very good right here. And with this specific epiphany, you will be nuking with your ultimate as well, right? You will be getting a bunch of stuck on the ultimate right here, because yeah, the ultimate works off of the cards in the discard pile, right? And this thing is able to create a bunch of cards inside the discard pile, right? So it could be very, very good right there. Okay, but yeah, those are the 2 builds I want to show you guys. Let me know which one you guys prefer. Okay, and let me know what kind of build you guys are running on her as well. But yeah, HeideM, man, I'm loving her. I'm having so much fun with her, and yeah, she's freaking amazing, man. Beautiful, beautiful character. Okay, anyways, thanks for watching, and of course, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and bye.